The phone still works, the touch works, but you have 4 green lines over it. And funny thing, it was 3 lines a week ago. So this video is going to be different. There is a huge problem with smartphones. In case you don't know, a lot of 2 to 3 year old smartphones are having green line issues. And these green lines are not caused due to physical damage, but automatically after a software update. Even we have this OnePlus phone here. See, the touch works properly. You can watch videos on it, but these green lines stay. If you turn off the display, it's gone. But as soon as you turn on the display or even on AOD, you see these green lines stay. Now these green lines are not only limited to OnePlus phones. It started with the Samsung S20 series 2 years ago. Then it happened with Vivo X60, X70 series. Even a Motorola phone Moto G52 had the same issue. And it's just not Android smartphones. These are even happening with older iPhones like iPhone 10, iPhone XS. So in this video, we'll see why this green line issue is actually happening, are brands providing free repair, and most importantly, what can you as a consumer do about it? Why green lines? Now one thing is for sure, this is hardware damage. As soon as you power on the screen, the lines come and they increase with time. But why does it happen in the first place? So in simple words, any OLED or AMOLED display, see here, is made up of small tiny LEDs. And to light these tiny LEDs, you need electricity power, which is provided by these small line called traces. So in simple words, if anything happened to these traces, this entire LED line goes green and hence you see multiple green lines on the phones. Or in some cases, if you see here, this is an old OnePlus 3T. If I just remove the display connects to the motherboard through this small ribbon cable. Oh my god, the condition of this display. So even if this ribbon cable is damaged, you see green lines on the display, and this is hardware damage. But why is it happening to your phone? So we have this OnePlus 8T with the green line issue, and we visited OnePlus Service Center to see how OnePlus is dealing with this issue. So we are here at the OnePlus Service Center, and since we don't want them to know that it is TechWiser, Manu and Sayan have went inside to get the 8T repaired.
डिस्प्ले बैकएंड का भी अवेलेबल नहीं है।
ये क्यों आ रहा है? ये
इशू चल रहा है कुछ मॉडल से जिनके लिए कंपनी ने पहले तो डिस्प्ले चेंज हो रहा था, बट डिस्प्ले अब अवेलेबल है नहीं बैकएंड पे।
अच्छा, और ये क्या लाइक बहुत सारे लोगों के साथ ऐसे हो रहा है?
इसलिए कंपनी ने
तो ये हार्डवेयर इशू है या सॉफ्टवेयर इशू हुआ है, मतलब किस रीज़न से हुआ है?
सॉफ्टवेयर बट ये है कि डिस्प्ले चेंज होने के बाद भी सेम इशू आ रहा था।
अच्छा.
So we are done from the OnePlus Service Center, and just to quickly summarize everything, there are 2 things. A, as per the OnePlus executive, this green line issue is happening with a lot of phones, and they have stopped repairing the phones because once the phone is repaired, this issue is occurring again. So repairs as of now is stopped for these phones. B, again, as per the OnePlus executive, this is happening due to software updates. But then again, this is not the official OnePlus statement. This is as per the OnePlus executive over here. And rest of the things, we'll go back and talk in the studio. That's a very interesting thing. Okay, so OnePlus recently announced that they are providing free display repair to all green line phones. They are also providing free lifetime display warranty on all new OnePlus devices. Like, brilliant move, really appreciated. But here's where the problems start. OnePlus has promised to repair the older phones, but since these OnePlus phones like 8T, OnePlus 7, 7 Pro are almost 3-year-old phones, OnePlus in the service center as of now doesn't have spare parts to replace these phones. And this is not the problem just in Delhi. I asked my friends in Mumbai, same issue, no spare parts. And if they are unable to repair your device, they're giving you a 19 to 20,000 voucher. Like see here, we got a 27,000 voucher for this OnePlus 8T, which in my opinion is a really good price for a 2-year-old phone. But there's a catch. You can only use this voucher on OnePlus site, and you can only buy a OnePlus smartphone. Even my friend had the green line issue with almost a year-old OnePlus 9R. They offered him an upgrade to OnePlus 10R by paying 5,000 rupees. But what if as a user I don't want to buy a OnePlus phone? What about that? There's no option for that. Like, I can buy a newer OnePlus phone and then sell it off, and then with that money buy a newer phone. Too complicated. So as far as we can understand in this entire process of visiting the service center and speaking to brands, this green line issue can happen because of 2 reasons. A, if your phone falls, if you sit on your phone, and in long-term usage of the phone, if there's wear and tear, that's physical damage, that's the user's fault, that can happen. And B, this is important, it is mostly happening in phones sometime after the software updates. And honestly, we don't know the exact reason. No one knows the exact reason because the brand can only know the exact reason, and the brands have not spoken about this green line issue. And And we can just take guesses, like, is it happening in phones due to software updates? Then in that case, it should happen with all the phones that receive the same software update, right? But that's not the case. Is it only happening in older phones that are 2 to 3 years old? No, it is happening in newer phones like Nothing Phone 1. Or recently, this iPhone 14 Pro Max, you can see the entire display is green and there is flickering on the display. And these are all newer phones. Now, is it only happening because of Samsung displays? No, it's also happening with Motorola phones which uses LG display. So there is no one exact answer to this problem, but one thing is for sure, we as customers are at a loss and brands should realize this. But the good thing is, at least OnePlus is talking about this issue. There are a lot of companies who are not even addressing the issue. Like a lot of Motorola phones, even Nothing phones, Vivo, Samsung, almost all the phones are having the same green line issue. Now we weren't able to arrange a Motorola, Samsung or a Vivo device to show you the entire service center scene, but every day if you go on YouTube or Twitter, you see a video, tweet, and you have to tell each of them to visit the service center. People actually don't know that this is brand's fault and you can get the device repaired for free if you visit the service center. And this is so simple. If a brand formally announces that, hey, if your phone has green line issue and doesn't have any hardware damage, we'll repair the phone for free. Because in India, if you look here, see, just take an example of a company like Motorola, just for example, they have 393 service center in India. How many of the service center people will know that there is a green line issue going on phones? The service center person just simply rejects warranty, the customer then pays for the repair or just goes outside and does third-party repair and eventually pays for it. All of this issue can be solved with just a simple announcement from the brand. And now leave all these brands. Let's get to what you can do as a consumer. Number one, first thing, when you see this green line issue, visit the service center immediately. You deserve a free repair. You are right. Number two, I don't think this is happening due to software updates. These are particular device problems, but still, wait 1 to 2 months before you update your device or just put the latest software update. And last but not the least, for the entire tech community, listen carefully. Now there are a lot of false cases floating as well, like I'm hiding the username, but have a look at this tweet. If you see, there is a green line in the image, but from the bottom, see, the display is damaged. So these green lines will also appear if your phone falls. In this case, you cannot get a free repair because this is totally the user's fault. So even you, #TeamTW, when you are retweeting or tagging brands in a tweet, make sure that it is a genuine case. Because of such cases, genuine people will suffer. And share this video with people who are outside tech because they have no idea about this problem and they might end up spending money on repairing their display. Like for once, let's just push the tech community and brands in a good direction. And thank you to Pratyush Menden and Hari for getting us this OnePlus 8T for the video. #TeamTW. On that note, this is Pratik signing off. See you in the next video. No pew-pew this time. Just that's it.